Let's start off by saying, I know, it's been 2 weeks since I last posted a video, but we're back, and I'm sorry it took that long, but let's get into it. Alright, so in today's video, we'll be focusing on top 10 games that can be played at 120 FPS on the PS5. Starting off this list with Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War. Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War is an action-adventure first-person shooter developed by Treyarch and published by Activision. Now, while this game was well received by die-hard Call of Duty fans, it wasn't the same feeling for the majority of gamers, but the game has since then grown a lot and have gotten a lot better. The game features a multiplayer mode filled with a lot of playable modes ranging from free-for-all, team deathmatch, and a lot more, including some hardcore ones. And for the single-player campaign, it's alright, but it's not all that, to be honest. The game was released on November 13, 2020 and is capable of 120 FPS gaming on the PS5.
Go! Go! We have to stop that plane! Let's go! Move it! Get to that truck! Hop in!
Next up is Rogue Company. Rogue Company is a free-to-play hero shooter tactical third-person shooter developed by First Watch Games and published by Hi-Rez Studio. This game is definitely one of the games I had the most fun with this year. The game is being played online where two teams are flew into a map where players known as rogues will have objectives to complete. The game also consists of many rounds where the team with the most wins will come out on top. But please note, each rogue has their own special weapons, skills, and abilities, so it's best to try and pick the one that works with you the best. The game was released on March 30, 2021 for the PS5 and runs at a perfectly smooth 120 FPS.
Lethal out! Missile! Enemy spotted!
Next up is Ghost Runner. Ghost Runner is a cyberpunk-style action-adventure first-person game developed by One More Level and is published by All In Games. In Ghost Runner, you will be playing as Jack, a ghost runner that traverses the environment by grappling, wall running, and dashing while dodging the enemy's attack. As one simple hit can kill you. Yes, Jack is that fragile, but if it helps, Jack also has the ability to slow down time. The game is truly a fun experience and I recommend y'all give it a try. The game was released on September 28, 2021 for the PS5.
Follow the pipes to get out in the open. Use the surfaces to your advantage. Slide to gain speed. These sewers...
Next up is F1 2021. F1 2021 is a racing sports game developed by Codemasters and published by EA Sports. Now this game features the 2020 Formula 1 and Formula 2 championships, and despite the high hopes for this game before its release, this game received a lot of mixed reviews with some players having, well, issues to say the least, from the game crashing and a lot more. But the game also features a great story mode if you're into that type of stuff. The game also has very beautiful graphics, and I have to give my hats off to that one. That was the game graphics, and the weather features is totally mind-blowing. The game was released on July 2021 for the PS5 and is capable of 120 FPS no problem.
Teammate behind is 28.2 seconds.
Next up is Call of Duty Warzone. Call of Duty Warzone is a free-to-play battle royale shooter developed by Infinity Ward and is published by Activision. Now, if we're all being honest, this is the best COD game of the modern day era. And the numbers shows this as well, as this game has the most daily online average player than any recent COD game. I mean, being free to play does help, but the game is overall a very playable and enjoyable experience. And I mean, it is risk free because it's free, so you should definitely give it a try. And the game features a lot of cool modes, weapons, characters, weapon skins, and some pretty decent maps, and also the infamous Gulag, which at this point has become a pretty good meme. But if you've been living under a rock and you know the Gulag is a place where players that got killed can go and fight for a second chance at life. The game was released on March 10, 2020, but it was updated for next-gen consoles in 2021. Next up is Rocket League. Rocket League is a vehicular soccer football sport action game developed and published by Phoenix. This game has been here for a while and it's definitely one of those games I would fall back on when I'm tired and I don't want to play anything too complicated or competitive. I mean, it's a simple game. You're placed onto a team where you will have to use your vehicle to hit the ball in the opposition goal, with matches lasting up to 5 minutes. The game was released on July 7, 2015, but got released on November 10, 2020 for the PS5, and of course it is capable for 120 FPS, no problem. Next up is Fortnite. Fortnite is a third-person shooter free-to-play battle royale game developed and published by Epic Games. I mean, it's Fortnite. This game needs no introduction. Everyone knows about this game for a good or a bad reason. But whatever the cause is, this game was truly game-changing and brought some type of a refresh to the gaming industry as we know it, as this game will always seem to make it on the most played game list every year since its release. Now, as I said, with Warzone, the fact that both games are free to play can be the reason, but unlike Warzone, Fortnite, I've been losing some players, but hopefully this will change with the new launch of Chapter 3. Now, this game also features a story mode named Save the World, and while I haven't really gotten around to playing it as yet, I'd like to probably give it a try sometime in the future. The game was released since 2017, but made it onto the PS5 on launch day. This game offers a smooth 120 FPS. Next up is Knockout City. Knockout City is an action-adventure sports indie simulation game developed by Valence Studios and published by Electronic Arts. Now, just like Rocket League, this game is kind of simple, but it's a bit more complicated. You're placed on a team and you will have to use a ball to hit the opposition teammates, knocking them out. There's also a lot of different variation of balls, with each having their own perks and damage amount. And you can lock on your enemies and charge up your throw to deal more damage. The game also features a lot of well-designed maps. The game was released on May 21, 2021 and can be played at 120 FPS on the PS5.
Multi-ball.
Next up is Destiny 2. Destiny 2 is a free-to-play online multiplayer first-person shooter game developed and published by Bungie. Now, back in the days, Destiny 2 has its fair shares of controversies, but I'm really proud of what this game has turned out to be since I started playing this game from the beginning. And the game has grown and improved in so many ways. Now, this game doesn't really have like a story mode like the typical thing that we're used to. It tells us story modes via online gameplays and game modes, via the base game. There's also DLCs, and all of these stories are pretty much a masterpiece. I mean, Forsaken is definitely my favorite. The game also features a lot of PvE, PvP game modes, and I'm many more things. I could make a 24-hour video talking about this game, but I'm gonna just say this instead. Go and give this game a try for yourself if you haven't already. The game was released on November 12th, 2020 for the PS5, and even though not all game modes, this game offers support 120 FPS on the PS5, the game still does offer a smooth enough experience.
Split up unless things got real bad. I'll track Cass. You find Maeve. Sending coordinates.
Lastly on this list is the Nioh Collection. The Nioh Collection is a action role-playing action adventure slasher developed by Team Ninja and published by Sony Interactive Entertainment. This collection features both Nioh 1 and Nioh 2. Both games will have you traveling throughout Japan, fighting nightmarish enemies and legendary warriors. And this game is pretty hardcore to master, so it's not gonna be easy. But you're gonna be a samurai, so I guess that helps. Yeah, it doesn't. The Nioh Collection will feature all 6 major expansions, so you're getting your money's worth, plus a 120 FPS experience, so that's a steal. The game was released on February 5th, 2021 for the PS5.
My love. Baby.
So yeah, that's the end of the video, but thank you to everyone that watched, all the way. It means a lot to me and support the channel every time you watch. But if you could please like and subscribe, that would do even more. I love you guys so much. Peace out until next time.